Hey, thanks for tuning in to this episode of Capital Outdoors. Not a lot of information going on this week in Illinois, but let's get this show started, and here we go. First I want to say thank you to all of those that follow us on Facebook. We just hit a new milestone this week. We had just over 700 likes right now, and sounds insignificant, but that's 700 people now that are getting the word out for us, as well as they're educating themselves on legislation, conservation, and education. And as we continue to follow legislation and move forward, it's just going to keep the outdoor industry here in Illinois a lot better. So, after this episode, please go down, give us a like, and share our page. For those of you that don't know, Capital Outdoors focuses on legislation, conservation, and education. Other words, we inform you from the legislative floors to the great outdoors. As I said, there's not a lot going on this week, but, Tuesday, November 8th, big day in America. It's election day, right? Now, I know a lot of people have already voted here in Illinois, but at the end of the day, the 8th, November 8th, next Tuesday, is election day. And we're going to talk about the Safe Road Amendment. We talked about this last week. We talked about it the week before. And we're not going to go into what it does or what it states. I'm just going to say this much. Elections have consequences, ladies and gentlemen. Some of them good, some of them bad. And, this amendment it's up to the people. And, we wrote about the story, and I know some other outdoor news articles were published about it, and the word is out there. And if you haven't read about this particular amendment, you don't know about it, you highly need to be proactive right now. You need to go to our Facebook page. It's the first post. You need to read our article and be informed. It's your duty as a citizen, I guess you would say. All right, let's shift gears. We're going to go on fishing. And this week's fishing segment is brought to you by Fish Face. If you've never checked out their shirts, give them a look. They're great, humorous shirts. Ladies, it's a great gift for their husbands and children. And they're just a really great company located here in the great state of Illinois. Not much on the fishing front. iFish Illinois last week put out for tournament directors to be aware that November 1st, so last Tuesday, they are able to start applying for the 2017 application and permits for tournament fishing. You have to, for tournament directors, you have to put in and have all of your results from this year, 2016, in before you can apply. Tournament directors, make sure that you, do all that information, and love to have any of your tournaments and your meetings and stuff. If you want to share that, just email us, contact us on any social media, and we'll make sure to share that with the people. In fact, I want to share one group that I had the privilege of meeting and talking to, and that's the Central Illinois Bassmasters. And this is a great group of guys. They travel all around the state, and they do bass fishing. And it's a great club. And if you're looking to getting into competitive bass fishing, this is a great group to get into. All right, let's talk hunting, ladies and gentlemen. I got this sweatshirt on, and it's just to say that the weather has not been cooperating for hunters. This segment of hunting has been brought to you by Triple R Sports. Thanks, guys, for all your support. We greatly appreciate it. Tomorrow, big day for a lot of people. First, it's trapping season. So I know a lot of traps will be set out, and wish guys good luck for that. But also starts the upland game season. And with that being said, if you're looking for some hunts for your youth, or a friend that's a youth or something like that, you need to go and check out Illinois Pheasants Forever. They have a lot of great events coming up. Some of them may be local and close to you. We have that article on our page and our Facebook page. So check that out. It's at capital-outdoors.com. All right. Well, for the last few years, we've been applying for turkey permits, and it's that time of the year. You may be sitting there thinking, Mike, turkey permits aren't for a while, or turkey season's not for a while. Yeah, but the permits are going to start being issued. So if you're interested, you need to go to the IDNR homepage, go on to hunting turkey, and fill out a permit or an application for a permit. We have had the privilege of being selected in a couple spots, just no turkey yet, but hopefully that will change this year. You know, I want to talk about a packet that the IDNR released about I think about a week and a half ago. I brought you this last week, and that's the Illinois Public Areas Hunting Report. If you haven't read this, you need to. We need to be more engaged as hunters and anglers, and this is how you start. This report is published every year, and it's got all the information on all the state parks. What was harvested, how many hunters. So now you'll have a better understanding of how many guys are showing up at that local duck hunting hole that you've been going to. That information is reported back to the DNR, and you'll be able to see that. So read this report. It's fascinating, just the amount of information that's in there. So I mentioned that I have this sweatshirt on. It's a little cooler out tonight, but I think if you talk to the deer hunters, they would say that it's been very, very warm, and the harvest numbers reflect that. Currently, from Sunday, October 30th, Illinois archery deer hunters harvested a preliminary total of 16,763 deer compared to 19,567 for the same period of 2015. So those numbers, they were at about 2,000 every week for the last two. This week they definitely went down another 1,000. But that doesn't really mean anything because I feel that the numbers will go up, or at least comparable, once this weather starts getting cold. We have a report from one of our guys from Triple R Sports. He gave us a call today, and he was saying that he's starting to see some bucks chasing. What have you seen in your area? Comment below, let us know. Top 5 counties this week were Fulton, Pike, Jefferson, Adams, and Joe Davis. So that's the same as it was last week. It'll be interesting to see if that changes in the weeks to come. Now, on to my favorite area, duck hunting. We brought you the Forbes Biological Stations survey. They do it every week, and Aaron released this today. And I quote, "Duck numbers were still climbing along the Illinois River Valley, up 16% from last week, and the central Mississippi River Valley up 31% from last week. Duck abundance similar between the two rivers and seemed fitting for this week of Halloween." He estimates around 200,000 ducks in the Illinois River Valley, which is 19% lower than the 10-year average, and in the central Mississippi River Valley, 21% above the 10-year average. Seems like the ducks are kind of congregating where the two rivers meet down in Grafton. So where the Illinois and the Mississippi meet, that's where Grafton, Illinois is. And it kind of seems that's where all the birds are hanging out right now. Again, along the Illinois River, I could speak to, I'm not seeing the birds. We had a phone call today from a gentleman that informed us about Braidwood and Mazonia. He said, since opening day, there's only been 127 ducks and 56 ducks at Mazonia. So those numbers are down from last year as well. Ladies and gentlemen, it's hunting. We're anglers. We're out there doing this. You're not always going to have the best day every time you go out. I understand that it does get discouraging when you get out there, but remember, try to take it all in. Enjoy yourself, because that's really what it's all about. I just want to say thank you again. I mentioned at the beginning that we just hit 700 likes on our Facebook page, and that means a lot to me. There's a lot of work that goes into all this behind the scenes, keeping you guys informed. I just want you all to remember to enjoy the outdoors. Good luck and stay safe.